While tertiary education in Namibia is already significantly subsidized by the government, I'm pleased to announce that from the next academic year, commencing 2026, tertiary education will become 100% subsidized by the government.
Welcome to Talk of Africa 360, your source for insightful news, analysis, and thoughtful commentary. If you value informed perspectives and fact-based reporting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Disclaimer: the content on this channel is based on reliable public sources and credible online information. It is intended strictly for educational and analytical purposes. We do not promote or endorse political violence, hate speech, or any form of discrimination. Our goal is to inform, not to inflame. Thanks for being here. Let's stay informed together.
Big news out of Namibia. The president has just announced that from 2026, university tuition and registration fees at state universities will be completely scrapped. That's right, free university for all. Now, if you're a teacher, a parent, or even a student yourself, you might be asking, what does this actually mean for me? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the families. The parents who've spent years stressing over tuition payments. For many, university costs have been a huge barrier. Too often, bright young students have missed out on higher education just because their families couldn't afford the fees. That's about to change. From 2026, every Namibian student who qualifies for a state university place can attend without paying a cent in tuition or registration. That's a game changer for countless households across the country. But it's not just a family story. Let's zoom out to the economy. With more young people able to access higher education, Namibia's workforce is set to become more skilled, more innovative, and more competitive. Imagine a new generation of doctors, engineers, teachers, and scientists, people who might never have had the chance to study before. This isn't just about opportunity. It's about unlocking the potential of an entire country. Now, for educators like you, this is big news. Free university means bigger classrooms, more diverse students, and a chance to teach people who bring all kinds of backgrounds and perspectives. There will be challenges. More demand on resources maybe, and new pressures on universities to maintain quality. But just think about the possibilities. A more educated Namibia, where anyone with talent and drive can go as far as their ambition takes them, regardless of their bank balance. Of course, the government will need to fund this bold plan. The president says the state will cover fees directly through a dedicated higher education fund. That means families keep their savings, while universities still get the money they need to operate and grow. There are debates about priorities, sustainability, and who benefits most. But at its core, this is about hope, a new chapter for Namibia's youth. So if you're an educator, now's the time to start preparing your students for a future where university isn't just a dream, but a real open door. And for families, it means a little less stress, a lot more hope, and a brighter future ahead. Free university education in Namibia, starting 2026. What will you do with this opportunity?
While tertiary education in Namibia is already significantly subsidized by the government, I'm pleased to announce that from the next academic year, commencing 2026, tertiary education will become 100% subsidized by the government. That means no registration fees and no tuition fees. At all public universities and technical and vocational education centers. The president, you are the face of the office of the president. Each one of you plays a critical role in this noble undertaking. And through our collective efforts, we will achieve the goals set before us, that of service delivery and excellence. Therefore, it's unacceptable. It should not happen that when people come and ask us for service, you are asking extra money before you provide the service. That should not be done. I'm saying this because Namibians are saying there are those who are asking them favor before they provide them service. There is a word that water does not move when there is nothing in it. The fact that people are talking about this, it must be happening. But colleagues, if it's happening in the State House, let it come to an end. If it's happening in Namibia, let it come into an end. The fact that we are failing to address poverty in our country is because of the behaviors of some of those individuals who are involved in this activity.
As reactions continue to pour in from across the continent, one thing is clear. Africa is demanding respect, sovereignty, and accountability. Was this just a diplomatic misstep or a deeper sign of shifting global alliances? We'll be watching closely. If you found this story important, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real, unfiltered African news. This is Talk of Africa 360, telling the stories that matter.